Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope that you enjoy it and it entertains some of you, and if not, I hope it helps some of you out at least. If it does, then by all means let us know by hitting a like and a subscribe below, and hit that notification bell just to keep up to date with all of our latest content that's coming out. Thanks guys, and I hope you enjoy. Right, so with the wheels off and everything, what I've done is I've made sure there's an axle stand holding it up as well as the jack, and also one thing I just wanted to show you was, if you look at this bright sort of orangey coloured disc, that is a sign of heat. If you can see this on your car, that is a sign that something has got hot at some point. What I've done is I've taken the wheel off. What you can do then is try use a little flat blade screwdriver, see if you can move it at all. I can't with this one. It is I moved it a little bit, but it is very solid, so that's a sign the caliper piston is actually seized. So that's how I always check. But yeah, the first thing I usually do as well is, if you can see, the steering is actually turned outwards, and it makes it easier to get to the things we're going to be getting to in a minute. Right, now on this job I'm going to clamp off this brake pipe so I can take this caliper off and leave it off waiting whilst the new parts arrive. The only reason I'm doing it this time instead of last time when I did one of these, what I did is I disconnected that when I had the new caliper and then swapped them over very quickly. However, I have just invested in these. And I was going to say, if you do a lot of roadside work, I would recommend getting them. These cost me like 10 quid offline or something like that. But they're quite good. They can clamp off the brake hose, and that means that the fluid is not going to leak out whilst you're doing other kinds of repairs. You still get a little bit of seepage, but hardly anything. So that means I can take this caliper off and move it out the way, and then I'm just one step closer to it all being done when the new parts arrive then, which will be this afternoon. So what I'm going to do is, this part goes over the pipe like that. I try and do it sort of so you guys can see it the best as I can get it. I try and find a nice long bit of hose. It gives it more chance of clamping it off properly, and that should squeeze the edge of that pipe together and stop the fluid from leaking out everywhere. Yeah, as you can see, that's all it is. And it just pinches the pipe a little bit and stops the fluid from coming down because it's a hose. You have to use it on a rubber hose, not a metal one, if you do buy one of these tools. Comes straight off like that then. It smells burnt. It smells absolutely awful. And now we just wait for the parts. Right, now all we got to do now is put it back together. I've got the new part. However, the heavens have opened like they always do in this part of the world, so you might not get very good sound for this next bit, but I'm going to be putting it back together and bleeding the brakes. Right, so I've just compared the newness to the oldness, and they are the same shape and size, which is great. Hey guys, so I hope that video helped you out. I apologise for the last bit not being too technical and not having any sound, it was just due to the fact that the weather is absolutely so abysmal, as it still is today. We're actually on the day after. I am actually on my way back to the parts place because, believe it or not, I fixed that caliper and now the rear left is sticking. If you'd like to see how to change a rear caliper on a Vectra, check out our playlist for technical tips, because there is already another video in there on how to do so. Anyway, if you like this video, hit a like and subscribe to let us know below. That really helps us out. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.